Yeah, the Mary Lou Manizer, I think I need to get a... I'm dubious too, but I think I need to get a full size in that, because I have heard that the ones in these smaller palettes are not the same formula at all, and that just doesn't seem to work for me, so I don't quite get the hype based on that. Yeah, I need to get a full size one, but I will keep it definitely for this bottom row. The top row is not used, but the bottom one is, so that's half the palette worth keeping. My Mishmash Z palette. These are all Colourpop mattes from the She, Yes Please, and the I Think I Love You palettes. To Depop because I wasn't really that keen on... I like the Yes Please, the She, and the what was it? You Had Me at Hello. I don't know if I said I Think I Love You. I don't have that one. You Had Me at Hello palettes I didn't really like. I didn't find them cohesive. I think the She palette had way more shimmers than mattes, and I didn't really get on with the colour story of the other one. It was just a bit too sort of almost too purpley or something like that. So I prefer to use them laid out like that, and I do use them quite a bit. There's 3 down here are from a three pan Colourpop palette that I bought. And I do love those shades. I have some Makeup Geek going on here. And these 4 going on down here, all Coloured Rain. I love Coloured Rain. I don't have any of their palettes, which I should. I never did get any of their palettes. I think these 2 here will be Makeup Geek. And these are 2 shimmers from Colourpop. You can see I've used the heck out of that. That's got to be one of my all-time favourite eyeshadow shades, especially for the inner corner or even just all over the lid. It is Makeup Geek's Starry Eyed. It's a nice pinky gold. Yeah, anyway, let's move on. Obviously I'm keeping that guy. This one here, I haven't taken it out of the package, is the Dose of Colours Vacation palette. I got this about a month ago. Been wanting it for months now because I saw reviews on this and everyone said it was an awesome palette. And I have used it probably 2 or 3 times, and I can confirm that it is a stunning, beautiful palette, and has definitely fastly become one of the favourites in my palette collection. And the packaging is just, yeah, it's really neat. It's different from any other eyeshadow palette I own. I do like the cover on it a lot, and it's just it just looks really classy. I think it's got that sophisticated look to it. So we'll pass that on, but the eyeshadow is what's important. I mean, pass that on. I mean, we'll not passing that puppy on. She's mama's baby. Juvia's Place, I think we'll do next. Not getting rid of any of these, so this one will be quite straightforward. I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Juvia's Place. So I've got the Mini Masquerade. If I was to get rid of any of my Juvia's Place palettes, this would probably be the one. But I do like that this has got a good mix of the blues and purple and the pink, and then some neutral colours going on. I think I need to use this and give this one a bit more of a go. And Juvia's Place are just phenomenal brand. Nice mid-range sort of prices, and their formula is definitely more of a higher end quality, so you just can't go wrong. They don't have mirrors in their palettes. It's just one thing I do find rather annoying. I do like to do my makeup with my mirror in the palette, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, just go and pick up another palette and do that. So yep, we're keeping all of these. This is the Deuce. This is nice, fun, some nice fun colours. I've been loving this one. Not too over the top, some sort of pastel-y pink and green, and you know, this is a good palette if you like colour, but you don't want to look like you're going to the festival all the time. You can get away with wearing this one at work, for example. And this one here is the Saharan 2, which I didn't realise when I bought, but let me just show you something. Look at this. You see some similarity going on there? I actually bought these at the same time and then sort of looked at them and went, okay, you basically just went and bought the same eyeshadow palette, Kelly. But no, I haven't, because they're different formulas. We've got 3 mattes going on down here. We've only got 1 matte in here. And as I said, these are better as toppers. So in actual fact, these I found a good complementary, or could be used. I don't know if I actually have. And there's a beautiful light blue going on there that makes a good, oh, look at that, isn't that pretty? Makes a good inner corner highlight. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one is the Warrior palette, which is probably my second favourite. I really do love my golds and bronzes and coppers and, yeah, you know, your boring neutrals, but hey, they work. You know, if you can't think of what else to do on any given day, that you can do a neutral look and it will look nice, especially if you use this palette. It's beautiful. Love this one. And this guy is this was before you could get the mini version, which I think I would have preferred because this is just huge. There's that light blue. I love these kind of light blues in a corner if I'm doing a blue look or a green look. This is just such a fun. This was the first Juvia's Place palette I got, actually. Green down there, Burzo. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't tend to use this one on its own a lot because you only have these 4. These colours down here, I think, are duds, or at least one of them, I think, is a dud. I can't remember which. Don't use those too often. As I say, I will probably bring in like a neutral palette or a warm palette, say like the Huda Coral Obsessions or something of that nature, to use in conjunction with this. This is my favourite of the Juvia's Place palettes. I love it. It's just got some really cool, the shimmers in here are beautiful, and those reds are beautiful. So yeah, that's that one. Let's move on to my most expensive. We might as well get that one out of the way, and the Tasha Denona palette that I said I had. Ta-da! It's the gold palette, and she is just beautiful. A heck of a lot of money, but I don't regret buying it, and I use all of these colours. Probably used it, I haven't had it that long. I've had a couple of months, maybe 2-3 months. I've used it maybe 3-4 times, and every single look has been amazing. It has not let me down. It definitely has the shimmer quality, metallics and stuff, definitely has that added sort of feature you don't get in most palettes. Do I think you need to have this palette? No, I think you can definitely get dupes and some good, especially with the glitter formulas and things that are coming out now. I think you can find dupes. It's very, the mattes in here are highly pigmented. The one thing I did notice when I first used it was that I did have to go in with a very, very light hand and blend it very gradually. Otherwise, it does darken up very quickly. At the same time, it's just effortless. It's effortless. Oh, I know. Okay. Let's not. So yeah, I think you know what I'm trying to say. It doesn't take a lot of work. Like, you can throw this on quite quickly once you get used to playing around with it. But yeah, you don't need this. If you have the money and you want to spoil yourself, sure. But I still think that I paid $200 New Zealand. I think they're 129 US. I think that is way too much to pay for an eyeshadow palette. Better be like doing my laundry and cleaning my dishes for that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do love it, and she's not going anywhere after paying all that money for sure. Let's move on to my Too Faced collection, which is definitely my biggest collection I've got. Next up, I don't have the chocolate bar. I have the semi-sweet chocolate bar. I'll make this nice and quick. You've probably all seen these 1,000 or so times, if not more. I'm keeping all of these. I love that one. I have to use that more. I'm looking forward to using that again. Oh gosh, that smells so good too. They all do. Another reason why they're probably really hard to get rid of is the smell. This one's looking a little bit battered. I love this when I first got it. Don't use it a lot now. I think I've got a bit of hard pan going on in some of these. The quality's not that good anymore. I could consider getting another one. I don't know if I'll have the same issue though if I get another one, because I do really like a lot of these cool tones. I love, 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 love that one in the middle there, Cafe au Lait. Again, another sort of pewtery shade. It's almond truffle, but yeah, I'm keeping it. Next one I have, which is definitely one of my top 10 eyeshadow palettes, is the chocolate gold. I just adore this. It doesn't have a lot of mattes, it just has the 4 over there. I wish maybe it had maybe 1 or 2 more. Would it be the perfect palette? The metallics in here, just what makes this palette. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. Love it. And again, smells beautiful, and the packaging is just, oh god, I want some chocolate right now. Next up we have the Sweet Peach, which is, yeah, it's an okay palette. It's not my favourite, but if you want that nice romantic soft look, you'll get that in this palette. It's not too over the top as far as the warmer peachy tones go, but yeah, it's nice and I do like it, and it's the peachy scent's not as attractive to me as the chocolate one for sure, but it smells okay. Actually can't smell it at the moment. Oh yeah, now I can, yeah. That's the Sweet Peach, and the last one I picked up was the Gingerbread Spice. Yep, this is a lovely palette. It's got quite a neat colour story going on in this one. Definitely a good fall palette, which it is over here in New Zealand. Well, we call it autumn. And you can get lots of different looks out of this one. Whether you want to do a sort of red, orangey red look, or a neutral look. You've got some sort of golds and some gold greens over here. Yeah, so it's a nice palette. I think all the shades in here work quite well, except for that Frostbite Me, which is more of a, I think, more of a topper, like this one. And to me, it doesn't smell like gingerbread though. Not too keen on the smell. It's more of a doughy, cookie sort of smell. But to me, it actually reminds me of Play-Doh, not something edible at all, unless you're under 4 under. This one here, I love. I adore this palette. It's so underrated, I think, on YouTube. If you like this sort of duochrome, sort of holographic, sort of light, if you can just, like, the packaging's a bit kitschy and annoying and all that, but if you like colourful looks that aren't too over the top, this is just a beautiful palette. There's so many unique shades going on in here. Dusk till dawn, beaming, fun in the sun, euphoric. I mean, this is mostly, there's not too many mattes. There's only, I think, this one and this one. So I do find I need to bring in another palette with this, which I don't mind doing, but you know, it is a bit of a shame. Yeah, I just love this palette. My husband and kids bought this for me for my last birthday, so nearly coming up to having this a year. Not quite, another month or so. So I've had this about 10 months. Love this guy. Can't wait to use that again. And a couple more Too Faced. We have the Just Peachy Mattes. This is a great little palette. Does it get much use? Not really, not at the moment. I think, oh gosh, that smells good. I think this palette will get a lot more use spring, summertime rolls around, but at the moment I'm kind of more into the cool tone sort of buzz. But yeah, it's a good palette, nothing wrong with it. It's I love the packaging. It's beautiful, sort of sophisticated look. Yeah, that's that one. This came in a Christmas called like the Boss Agenda or something. It had a journal. Journal was a bit stupid. That's that palette. I like it. It's got quite a few nice cool tone shades in there that I like to use. Some nice light top, light lid shades like Halo. Really cool. Far, I think it's Iced Out. It's a nice shade. All round good. Don't really use, oh, you can see I use the Chocolate Soleil. I don't have a full size Chocolate Soleil, so it was a good way to try out that one. I don't really use the blush because it's quite glittery. It is a pretty colour though, a colour that I would use. And the highlighter, I absolutely love this highlighter. I would buy this one as a single. It's a nice light sort of yellowy gold. I'll just see if I can show you that on the skin there. Bit glittery. It's not big chunky bits of glitter, so yeah, keeping that for sure. Next collection, another one I'm not getting rid of anything from, and why would you? Because it's Anastasia Beverly Hills. We have the Norvina, which is a nice purpley pinky palette. Some nice tones going on in there. I love that Dreamer, like these light goldy shades. I think more than I do the pinker, the more pink rose goldy shades. And nice mattes in here. Haven't used it a heck of a lot, but I do rate that one. Modern Renaissance or Renaissance. Not the biggest fan of this, but it does give you some beautiful looks. And occasionally I put red. I will do a red look from this. One Fresco is probably my favourite shade in here. I like Vermeer and Primavera as well. It's just a good round all neutral palette. Doesn't get a lot of use, but when I use it I'm happy with the looks I get from it. Prism would probably be my second. I know the colour story is a bit weird in this one and a lot of people don't like it, but this is actually probably my second to first favourite. I don't really use these darker like Throne and Osiris, but this colour Dimension, oh my god, it's just beautiful. It's like a silvery purpley. I like that all over the lid. Lucid's a little bit of a weird shade. You can get it to work quite well as an inner corner highlighter if you persist with it. I just love the gold, the bronze and the copper. I love those shades. I know they're boring. And that colour Eden and that colour Lure. I have used Sphere. It's a bit of an unusual one to be thrown in there, but it can work quite well alongside these shades, believe it or not, depending on how full on you want to go. You can mix Sphere, Satin, and maybe, you know, do Pyramid, or it will work, yellow and orange. And that's that one. I love that one. That was my favourite until another one came along, and no, it's not Soft Glam. I do like Soft Glam. Definitely like a warmer tone palette. I love that Orange Soda. I love Glistening. I love Fairy. I like those lighter golds. Dusty Rose. Sienna, which is in a few other palettes. Haven't used that too much. It's not... It's probably, I would probably say Prism 2, Norvina 3, it might be I maybe put that as 4, and Modern Renaissance is 5, so my least favourite then. But my favourite, my baby, has definitely got to be the Sultry. Oh my gosh, I love this palette. It's so good. When it first came out, I was like, really? It's just a plain neutral palette with a pop of pink. But it just, when you put it on, it just doesn't let me down. I love all these colours. I'm not a big user of black, but that is a good black for deepening up the outer corner when you need it to, without it being too pigmented and not patchy at all. And yeah, that colour Cinder, I don't even know which one's my favourite. Cyborg's amazing. Pearl, Steampunk, Teak, Ember. I just love this palette. It has not let me down once. It's just beautiful. Next, I think we'll get rid of, oh, there's another Too Faced, but this is a bronzer. I'll just chuck this in because I got this at the same time as the balm one that I bought secondhand, and this needs to be chucked. I just wanted, this was a way to try out some of their bronzers. This would be cool. I think they should bring this back. I would love to have all their bronzers like this in a palette, but this, yeah, this smells a bit funky and it needs to go. It's old. So cute, that little puppy dog down there. Who doesn't like a little puppy dog on cutesy packaging and things? So that's going to be decluttered. I haven't decluttered one for a while. You get that when you get your Too Faced collection and your Anastasia collection. So it's going in the declutter box. Another one that's going to go in the declutter box, so we'll do our BH Cosmetic ones now, is this Foil Eyes palette. These aren't really foil eyeshadows, they're more of a shimmer. Beautiful colours in here, and it was good when I first got it. I've had this for a wee while. When my collection was a lot smaller, it was a good way to try out all these colours. But I don't need it, I've got better formulas now. I think this would be a good one for my daughter to have, so I'm going to pass that one on to her. She can play with that. So that one's going. BH Carly Bible. This is the deluxe version. I used this today on my eyes and found that the mattes, well, they're not the best. The shimmers and the highlighters and the bronzers, which I use both as highlighters and eyeshadow, are beautiful. There's some just nice cool, some of these cooler tones in here. That pink up there, that pinky orangey, well, it looks kind of, yeah, no, it is an orangey colour, more of a coppery, but with a touch of pink, and that beautiful purple, more mauvey pewtery sort of shade. Yeah, there's some nice like gold highlighter that is a good, makes a good eyeshadow, bronzy colour. Too dark for me for a bronze, but good as an eyeshadow. Yep, keeping that. Obviously I like it the way I'm talking about it. She's not going anywhere. Still happy with that one. One of my favourite palettes from BH, and actually in my collection full stop, is the Galaxy Cheek or Chic palette. These are just beautiful. You use a little bit of a dampened brush with them. You don't even really have to do that, but they show up that bit more when you do. There's just some beautiful blues and greens and taupey, purpley, the goodness that I like going on in this one. I love it. That red up there is spectacular. That sun colour. Yeah, I think I've used, maybe not so much these lighter purples and stuff, but I've probably used all of the rest of them at least once. There's quite a few dips going on in there for sure. I love this. Definitely recommend that one. It's inexpensive. Another one I have of theirs, which I haven't had for very long, is the Aurora Lights. It's similar to the baked formula and similar to the Galaxy Chic. Just wanted another one like that with some more colours. These ones are a little bit on the brighter side, which I don't wear as much as the more sort of muted. Obviously, like to go to work and stuff, I don't want to look too out there. But when I do want to, this would be one of the palettes I'll reach for. Just love them. And we had the Weekend Festival. This is a beautiful palette and some beautiful shades going on in here. I love these two up the top. this blue and this grey. Solstice is, I think I've used that. I think it's a nice colour. It's just some good mattes. This is just a great inexpensive palette. Definitely recommend this one. Can't really say much more. It's one of their better palettes and it's awesome. Have another. I have this Take Me Back to Brazil. This one, I love that colour up there. That tealy green. It might look a bit grey at the moment in the palette actually, but it is a greeny, turquoisey or tealy sort of shade. It's beautiful. But I'm pretty sure I have got something else in my collection that comes close. And I'm not going to keep it just for that one shade, because the formula in this I just didn't find to be all that good. It went on a bit chunky on the eyes, so not good for texture, showing texture. And it just, yeah, patched up quite quickly, even with glitter glue underneath and trying a few different bases. I just didn't get on with this one. So this one is going to go. Probably give this one to my daughter as well. I think she'll enjoy that. Playing with all those nice colours. So this is my other one from, oh no, actually I've got two from Tarte. I've done all the BH Cosmetics, yeah. So I've got two other ones from Tarte. Tartelin Bloom, okay palette. I don't think I would buy it, purchase it again if I was given the opportunity. I would probably go more for the toasted, you know, with this one. I just find this one a little bit on the boring side. I do like the smell. It's beautiful. I love the mirror. I often use this one because it sits on the top of my vanity thing that I get my eyeshadows in. I often use this one as a mirror when I don't have a mirror in another palette. So yeah, it does get used in that way. But nah, I'm not ready to give it up yet. But yeah, it's not my favourite, and it may be decluttered in the near future. Maybe, don't know what that is. It's a bit gross. Probably some other makeup product needs to be wiped off. There's that one. This one is the Tarte Pineapple. This one, on the other hand, when I first got it, I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't realise just how tiny these little pants are, how cutesy it is. We've got some, we've got a highlighter, gosh, it's really, really raining hard outside at the moment. Sorry if that's annoying to you. Bronzer there, which I've used. I think it might be a bit warm for my skin. Couple of blushes that are okay, and the highlighter, not too bad. Maybe a bit glittery. The eyeshadows in here, there's just such a good array of colours. Some cooler tones going on. I think it's this one down here. I love, again, the pewter shades. I love this one. And these are more sort of metallic-y than the ones you get in the Bloom, in Bloom, or the Tarte Lip palettes. It's sort of, I don't know if you can tell, like looking at them. They're also soft. I think they're a bit softer, but they seem to bring out, let's just compare one. I don't know, the formula's, I mean, that's pretty enough, but to me that's more of a shimmer. And then, the film. Yes, I've still got a bit of green behind my fingernails there from that Coloured Rain one. I'll just swatch them, see if you can see any difference. Probably not, but yeah, trust me anyway. I think that these are a bit better, and they're appearing more, you know, metallic-y. Yeah, I like this palette. It's good. And it smells nice. actually do have one more Tarte palette, so I'm keeping both of those, and I can't believe I forgot this one because it's one of my favourites. And speaking of better metallic shades for a Tarte palette, this one is basically all metallics, bar one. It is the Make Believe in Yourself palette, and I absolutely adore this palette. That middle shade is meant to be a highlighter, but it's a bit too chunky. It's only got the one matte in it, which is a bit of a shame, because I would have liked if there was maybe 3 mattes in it. It would make it the perfect palette. But I do love a lot of the shades in here. I love Magic, I love Wings, I love that light green. My favourite would have to be Trance. Hello, surprise, surprise, another pewtery sort of mauvey shade, and Mystic are the two I've used the most in here. I love this palette. Is like to finish off my look with the eyelid shade. It's just beautiful. I'll show you that Trance. I don't think you can get this anymore. I think it was a limited edition palette. But if you do, and you like me, and you like lighter tone, metallic-y, or foil like wet light looking metallics, this is highly recommended. These can show up a bit better if you apply a similar colour and a cream base underneath, or even a matte eyeshadow. I think works quite well. They can be, some of the lighter colours especially can be a little bit lackluster on their own, and I do always use a glitter glue anyway with my eyeshadows because of my hooded eyes, to make sure they don't go right up over to my eyebrow, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the Make Believe in Yourself. Awesome.